Hi, and welcome back to the Spookins channel, a place for us to speak about all things horror. I'm Sarah.
I'm Sam.
And today we are going to be looking at Buffy villains from season 1, ranking them in a tier list. We've already done a big bad tier list, so we won't be including the Master or Darla in this tier list. And going forward, we won't include any big bads because we've already done them. We'll be using the same metrics as we did for the big bad, but we took one of the tiers out because there was just one too many.
Yep.
So they're there, you can see them. They're kind of self-explanatory, so we'll just
dive in with some witchy mayhem.
Yes.
Catherine.
Yes, Catherine the Great.
Catherine the Great. Mother of Amy the Not So Great.
Oh, Amy. Mother of Amy the Rat.
Amy the Rat.
Catherine is a scary character to me. I find magic really scary.
Yeah, I think Catherine's very scary.
Yeah, she's capable of some mad things.
She is.
So I think she's quite scary. I didn't put Amy in here because she's not really the villain in this episode. She's a villain somewhat later on.
She'll pop up probably in a later series.
Yeah, in a later series she will crop up. But for now, we've just focused on Catherine. But she is terrifying. Like, she can do a whole body switch. Mm-hmm. Imagine that happening to you. Magic scares me because you can't really do anything to stop it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's mad. If someone decides they're going to cast a spell on you.
Someone's got that power, then they've got that power.
Then you've got a spell cast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that although she's really a minor villain from a very early episode, I think Catherine is nightmare fuel.
I think she is as well. It's just like the length of things she will do.
Yes.
To someone who should be so close to her as well.
Exactly. If she can do that to her daughter, what's she going to do to you?
Yeah,
you know
you're just some random person. You're going to get on her nerves.
She was going to put Buffy in that statue. It backfired and she ended up in the statue. Mm-hmm. But she was going to put Buffy in there.
She got to let her live in the statue.
Exactly. That's terrifying, man. She's not quite Slay. She's not quite iconic enough for Slay.
Nah, she's not Slay.
Like I say, she's just an early villain. But she is, when you think about the concept, she's a scary villain. So she's going in Nightmare Fuel.
Nightmare Fuel for Catherine. Season 1, off to a good start.
Off to a great start.
There we are.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The great start doesn't really keep momentum because now we have Luke, who kind of sucks.
Yeah, Luke kind of sucks. Luke is supposed to be one step up from ordinary vampire.
Yeah.
But ends up feeling like an ordinary vampire.
Yeah, it's because there's also Darla in that squad. Mm-hmm. And Darla is the right-hand man. And Darla is the one that's like, oh, she's a bit more powerful than a normal vampire.
Yeah.
So there's not room for two of them. And I don't know, I just think he's really forgettable. He serves a purpose.
Yeah, in that his purpose is to introduce us to Buffy and her strengths and to say, look, she is a slayer and that actually means something. She's not just a normal person who happens to fall into this you're the one who needs to do this stuff. Like, you actually have the power and stuff to do it, and Luke is the one that shows us that.
Yeah.
Because he gets beats.
He does get beat up and he goes outside for the Master.
Yeah.
He gets them out of that writing hole where the Master can't leave his pit, but they have to make Buffy aware that something is happening. He doesn't end up
serving that purpose, though.
No.
That purpose ends up falling on Colin, who we will speak about later.
So yeah, I think Luke serves a purpose.
Just about.
Yeah, just about.
Just about. Okay, Luke.
Yeah.
You've clawed your way into slightly more
serving a
purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up, we've got Miss French.
Miss French. Miss
Bug
French.
lady.
The mantis.
Yeah, she's scary.
She's scary.
I don't like bugs.
I don't like bugs either.
However, is she not? I guess she is kind of nightmare fuel.
She is nightmare fuel, yeah.
I guess because I'm not a teenage boy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think as much as you would like it not to be, it is the fantasy of a lot of teenage boys.
Yeah, I guess.
It was never mine.
She's basically a groomer.
Yeah.
Which is nightmare fuel in and of itself.
Yeah.
A groomer teacher, and then she eats them or lays eggs in them.
Yeah,
and
no, that's nasty as well.
Okay, all right.
Imagine a bug lays eggs in you.
She can go in nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
I don't like bugs, so fine. She can go in nightmare fuel.
Nightmare fuel. There we go. Here we are. We're at Colin. We've arrived at our destination.
Good old Colin.
Destination Colin.
Colin, we have to put in serves a purpose because technically his only reason for being in the show is one purpose. And it's to show Buffy, lead Buffy to the Master. However,
Yeah.
Angel also manages to find the master because he leads Xander there.
He does, yeah. Colin does become pointless.
He does.
Even though he is the one that leads Buffy there.
He didn't need to be.
No, they do not need him to be put in that position. And he does nothing else. And this is evident with what happens to him in the next season.
Yeah.
And how unceremoniously the writing
He's just
staff
ashed.
decide that he's done.
Yeah, so, okay. Technically, he serves a purpose, but he didn't need to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
So I think that Colin is meh.
I'm putting him in there. I mean,
maybe even we could take him. Small child.
I mean, we could take him. We could 100% take Colin.
Yeah. Is Colin actually a vampire? I mean, he must be because he gets
I don't
dusted.
think so.
But he gets dusted by the sun.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
I don't think it's very clear what Colin is, but I think I could take a small
Colin.
vampire child.
Yeah, I could as well.
He's very easily dispatched of. And yeah, I don't think, like I say, Angel and Buffy could have found that together. It didn't need to be Colin. I know plot-wise Angel had to be elsewhere, but he could have been the one that did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Colin sucks and he's going in, we could take them. Okay, so next up we've got The Pack, which is one of my favourite episodes.
Yeah, The Pack's great. The Pack is one, and it's like right in the middle of the season as well, and it really helps you because the season is a little slow.
It is.
And it does help you
it's
kind
a
of
shaky ground.
Stay with it until we get to the good stuff.
R.I.P. Herbert.
R.I.P. Herbert.
That actually does upset me.
Justice for Herbert.
It really upsets me when Herbert gets unfortunately eaten by the hyenas.
Yeah.
It doesn't really upset me when, what's his name, Principal Flutie, is that his name? Gets eaten by the hyenas. I mean, R.I.P. Bossman, but the pig.
Yeah.
The pig gets me.
Yeah, it's all about the pig.
And I don't really know where to put these because they're not really. They're gonna have to go in Slay.
They're glowing in Slay. Come on, they're great.
That's what I mean. Like they're not really nightmare fuel, in my opinion.
No, they're not. They are Slay though. They're proper iconic. And this is like
they're not lesser than nightmare fuel, so they have to go in Slay.
This is our introduction into Nicholas Brennan being a really good villain actor.
Yes, this is the first inkling we get that Nicholas Brennan can act. And I appreciate it a lot.
He's so good in this episode.
He is. He's really good as a villain. There's ones later on as well, like the in much later seasons where there's like I think it's where he's split into two, and one of them is a bit villainous and one of them is goofy. Yeah. I love that episode.
He shows a little bit in Halloween as well.
Yes,
with the army man. But I think it's when he gets to, because people don't like Xander.
Yeah.
And we don't like Xander. And it's when he gets to lean into the parts of Xander that people don't like.
Yes.
That he's really good.
Yeah.
And I think Nicholas Brennan puts it there.
Slay.
Go on, Slay.
And I do think it is purely Nicholas Brendan's performance that puts the pack into Slay. Because the rest are just generic teenage bullies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Nicholas Brendan's performance that puts the pack into Slay. Next up, we have the three, the assassins. Are they the assassins? The three that are sent to... I think I might be thinking of one we've just watched in season 2 where there's the order of...
The order of...
where they are assassins. I think these are assassins
but
also.
I think these are vampires who are assassins. Yeah. And I think the differentiator there is that the Order of Taraka are not all vampires.
That's true. There's the Bugman. I think the three kind of suck. I couldn't take them myself because they are vampire assassins.
Yeah.
But they are bigged up in this episode.
Bigged up, yeah.
And they're dispatched off quite quickly. They go to attack Buffy and Angel.
Yeah.
Well, they go to attack Buffy and then Angel comes in to help and then they peace out and then they just kind of die because they didn't do it.
Yeah, doesn't the master basically gets rid of him, doesn't he? He's like, well, you sucked.
Yeah, I think they go willing to sacrifice themselves because they've
failed,
dishonored themselves. Yeah. And then the master is like, oh, you don't need to do that. That's fine. And then they get up to go and he's like, psych, and then kills them.
Bam.
If I'm remembering correctly. But either way, the three kind of suck.
They do suck.
So I think they're meh.
Meh.
And they do technically serve a plot purpose, but I think they're very meh.
They
introduce that Angel is also strong.
really
and
strong.
can help defend Buffy, and he's a good guy, and that they are a team. It introduces their dynamic as a team, but they suck.
They do suck.
Especially considering how much they're hyped.
They are meh. Moloch.
The Corruptor. Praise Moloch.
Hello, I am later episode Moloch.
If we have any fans of Prophecy Girls out there, you'll join me in a quick praise Moloch before we continue. I love Moloch. He's slay. I have no further notes.
No, I do love that he becomes a big robot guy.
He does become a big robot guy.
That is incredible. What
sorry.
What a transition for this demon man to become a robot.
He's just like an ancient demon that gets scanned into a computer. What's not slay?
Yeah. And just decides he's going to go on MSN Messenger and
Catfish.
just be a troll.
Catfish a load of teenagers. I love him. And then he becomes a robot man. So Moloch is slay.
Yeah. Go on, Moloch.
Yeah. And Moloch also introduces us to the concept of Jenny as a techno-pagan. So bringing Jenny into the fold.
What a phrase, by the way.
Techno-pagan.
Yeah. Techno-pagan is unreal.
Yeah, it is. I love that phrase. So Moloch is slave for just so many reasons. I don't even need to discuss the episode at length. He just is. And I'm afraid if you disagree, I won't hear comments on it.
Difficult one up next because it's Puppet Master Mark.
Puppet Master Mark.
His name doesn't instill fear immediately. But this is it's a really good episode.
It is a really good episode.
But he's hard to grade.
Yeah.
Because he's not, whilst he is a massive part of the episode, obviously, the puppet does the heavy lifting.
Yeah, you spend so much time thinking that Sid the puppet is the villain that when Mark is revealed as the actual villain and Sid is actually hunting Mark, that it's kind of like, well, I've spent no time with this demon.
Yeah, I forgot to pay attention to whether Mark is actually a good villain or not.
Yeah, because you spent so long attributing everything to Sid, even though it's not Sid. So I don't know. I think he's very meh, which is not a comment on the episode. And we're not ranking the episodes. We're ranking the actual
villains themselves.
If it was the episode, it would be Slay because I love
it's great,
that episode.
And Sid the puppet is a great character. I love him.
Yeah. So let's go with meh. I think
Meh. I think I agree with meh. Sorry, Mark.
Yeah, sorry, Mark. I realised as well, I think we called it Puppet Master Mark. I think it's Puppet Show is the episode.
Puppet Show Mark.
Not Puppet Master.
Oh, sorry. He's a puppet master. He's the master of puppets.
Okay. Next up, we've got The Ugly Man.
The Ugly Man.
I didn't name him that. I'm so sorry for commenting on your appearance. It's not really my place.
Blame Joss. Joss forgot to name you.
I would never have called you that. I would have given you an actual name. However, it makes sense because it's from a kid's coma perspective. And by societal standards, you could say he's not an attractive person.
So this is just he's just a dude, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a manifestation of the next one that we're going to come up to.
Yeah.
He isn't real, but he is real, basically.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to work out whether we could take him.
No, he's very strong.
Is he?
But the thing
I
is,
don't remember him having superpowers.
No, he's very, very strong.
Okay, cool.
And he is quite scary to me because he follows the convention of this dream I used to have, which is what I think the episode is intentionally playing into, because I think lots of people have this dream.
Yeah.
And that someone or something is pursuing them relentlessly, and it doesn't matter where you go, this object or whatever will defy physics, convention, whatever, and will be there.
Yeah.
And that's what the Ugly Man is, because he is a coma dream, basically, isn't he? That gets dragged into real life by being near the Hellmouth.
Well, I'm happy to defer and let you pick where he goes.
I don't know, because he's not really Nightmare Fuel. I mean, he's technically he is literally Nightmare Fuel. Yeah, go on, Nightmare Fuel.
Literally Nightmare Fuel.
I think Nightmare Fuel for the concept of the character, but not the actual character.
Yeah,
because he's just strong.
Yeah,
he's just very strong.
Yeah,
I couldn't take him. But like, I think the concept of something following you relentlessly, that's why like It Follows. I find It Follows so scary. I can't watch it very much. I've seen It Follows maybe twice.
Yeah.
It's very scary to me, that concept. So yeah, he can live in nightmare fuel, but I'm not 100% about that one. I'll take comments on that. Leave Moloch alone, but the ugly man you can comment on.
And yeah, you can't comment on this either because we can take the coach.
I mean, yeah. If Xander and Giles can restrain the coach, then I can.
Yeah, we're going to take the coach.
There's no reason
He's going down.
Like, Giles is like a middle-aged man, and he manages to like. Why couldn't I do
just
that?
a librarian. No, he's not just a librarian. He's not just Giles.
He's the Ripper.
He's the Ripper.
But yeah, I feel like I could also take this.
Yeah,
man.
we'll take him. We'll take him.
No discussion.
Also, small comment, just not the best villain.
Yeah, no.
Not my favourite.
No, but also that's because the episode is focused on the ugly man, isn't it? And then that's the reveal at the end that the ugly man is a manifestation of the coach.
He's not in it
no.
really at all.
No, he's the catalyst for it.
Yeah.
Because he beats the child, but he's not really in the episode.
Yeah, no. Trash. And the invisible girl. Marcy, the invisible girl. I find this stuff spooky stuff.
So do I, because it's the same as concept to me as magic.
Yeah.
In that there's nothing you could really there's nothing you can really do to stop them because they're invisible.
Yeah, you could literally just can be anywhere, do anything. You're never going to know until it's already been done.
Exactly.
Because we don't have Slayer senses.
No. And Buffy only manages to see her and defeat her because she can hone into her Slayer senses, which, like you say, we don't have.
No.
I would be Cordelia. I would be chopped up in a chair.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also things she comes up with.
Yeah.
For just being someone who is ignored. So she's ignored a little bit, right? And then ends up turning invisible because she's ignored a little bit. And her first thought is to just go on a massive
I'm gonna absolutely
rampage.
wreck my school.
And like not even a normal rampage either. She comes up with some elaborate.
Yeah, she's very creative. So yeah, I think she's quite scary, but not just because she's invisible, but because of her immediate turn to creative violence.
Yeah, there's no leveling up. She don't start, I'm going to knock someone's books out their hands or trip someone up.
Marcy herself is scary. And then she becomes invisible.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Marcy?
And as well, are we grading her villainy during the episode? Or where she's a trained... She's been to killer school.
She has, and I think we can take that into account because that happens at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
It's not a post-credit scene. It's not something that's mentioned later on. It happens in the episode. Yeah. The last scene is her going to the school to become an invisible assassin.
Yeah.
And we know it's an assassination school because that is the page that it turns to. It's like political assassination or something like that. So she is very nightmare fuel.
Nightmare fuel. She's going in there.
See, season 1 is quite shaky. But looking at this, the villains are they're not bad.
Yeah, it's weird because it's not the easiest season to watch.
No,
like, it is a bit of a slog in places. But yeah, apparently the villains are pretty good.
Yeah, they are, and I think that does make sense because it was a mid-season replacement.
Yeah,
it's a lot easier to come up with just individual monsters of the week, and then when you've only got half a season as well, it's hard to fully explore a big bad arc in that time.
Yeah, because it is that overarching narrative that falls short, which makes season 1 a little bit of a
Yeah, because if you look at the ones that are at the bottom of the list, it's like Luke and Colin, who are kind of integral, and the 3, who are all people that come in because of the Master.
Yeah, it is.
Their plot. So I think, the overall arching thing, and it's probably because it is a mid-season replacement put together hastily. It's a bit weak, but the monsters of the week are great.
They are very good.
Yes, and I think in the next season they do a bit of a better job at introducing the big bad, and they do the old switcheroo on you, which they do twice actually in 2 seasons.
They do, yeah.
It's my favourite is the old, we're going to make you think this is the villain and then switch it up right at the end. And I think season 2, we're going to see a lot more.
I'm very excited to get to the season 2 ones, I am.
Yeah, it's a shame we've already done her.
No, I know, but she just got the voice.
Are you going to do the whole of the season 2 video? It's just
I might just try. But you never know, because sometimes worms come out my ears.
That's enough of that. This has been season 1 of Buffy's Villains tier list. If you enjoyed it, please like the video. Tell us down below, what do you agree with, what you disagree with. Drop all of them nice comments. We will try to reply to all of them. Subscribe to the channel to see what we do next time. There will be more of these. We're doing one for each season as we're rewatching it currently. So as we finish them, we will make these. And then hit that notification bell and you will be notified when the next one does indeed go live.
You will.
Until next time, I have been Sam.
I have been Sarah.
We will still be when we get here next time. Bye.
Bye.